Yeah, Black Social TV it is. On the sound of the heartbeat. It is a panic. One thing for sure, do click subscribe right now. Cause my research has it that a one Cuba Gooding Jr. could end up like Robert Sylvester Kelly. And the reasons are quite many. My name is Dennis the Business. Now, I give you the full detail. Make sure you do share this video or you comment in the commentary section. But one of the reasons here is prosecutors said the actor Cuba Gooding, who had been said to face a Manhattan jury, has been accused in a second incident, but they provided no detail this time round. Now, you should remember this is how stuff starts, and this is how stuff started for Robert Sylvester Kelly. Now, one thing is, the prosecutors on Thursday said that a new charge had been filed against Cuba Gooding Jr., delaying his trial over accusations that he groped a woman's breast in a Manhattan bar. That is June 2019. This is how these stories begin. Now, getting down to the Manhattan District Attorney's office, the details we got from there say that the actor had been indicted in connection with the second incident, but the office did not elaborate exactly on what Mr. Gooding is accused of. When we reached out to the spokesman, he said the indictment will be unsealed next week. Gooding Jr. appeared in Manhattan Criminal Court on Thursday for what was supposed to be the beginning of the trial over the initial charges. Clad in a black suit with a white pocket square, he sat in the courtroom for several minutes before prosecutors asked a one-judge Martinez Alonso just to delay a little bit the jury selection because of the new charges. Talking about Cuba Gooding's age, he's about 51. He was to stand trial over an encounter on the night of June 9th at the Magic Hour rooftop bar. Now, this rooftop bar is a pricey lodge at the Moxie in New York Times Square Hotel in Manhattan. According to the criminal complaint, the accuser said that Cuba Gooding Jr. placed his hand on her breast without her consent and squeezed. Now, this is a big case once it is filed by a woman. Getting back to Mr. Gooding, who is 51, voluntarily surrendered to the police in June and was charged with a third-degree misdemeanor of abuse and forcible touching. Now, the forcible touching charge carries a maximum penalty of 1 year in jail. One would wonder, is Cuba Gooding Jr. going to survive this? Now, shortly after Mr. Gooding was arrested, it was published that a surveillance footage that could actually elaborate what captured the whole incident that happened at that bar. Now, with the new charge, the district attorney's office said the prosecution would be moved from criminal court to state supreme court, a higher level court in this case. Now, that could mean the new charge is more serious than the ones he is already facing, though the office did not actually indicate the real in-depth of the new charge. Mark J. Heller is the lawyer to Mr. Gooding. He said in an interview that he believed the district attorney's office was seeking to move the case to the Supreme Court as a way to buy itself time. In the month since Mr. Gooding was arrested, his lawyer, Mr. Heller, said prosecutors have conducted several interviews, reviewed videos, and completed a DNA test of the accuser's dress. Now, I do quote some of the words here. They said that all this to support a 3-second video that did not reveal Cuba committing any crime. He said, rather than be embarrassed and answer that they were not ready today, they simply used the technique of moving this through an indictment in the Supreme Court. Talking about the trial, or before the trial, the defense tried to get the charges dismissed. They submitted, or they tried submitting testimony from the 2 people who said they were present at the time of the incident and who said they did not see Mr. Gooding touch that woman at all. According to the detail of the court documents, Mr. Gooding also asserted that his accuser is predisposed to make false accusations against the defendant. What does the judge say in this case? Talking about Judge Phyllis Chu did not find Mr. Gooding's arguments for dismissal persuasive. The conflicting factual allegations between the criminal court information and the defendant's motion should be resolved at the trial. At the time of Mr. Gooding's arrest, the police said they were investigating a second groping allegation against him in connection with an episode that occurred several years ago. Now, that is also another reason as to why Gooding can easily end up like R.Kelly. They bring in the past, they connect to the present with some evidence, and the case becomes larger than life. Now, the police said that the woman in that case came forward after seeing news reports about the June incident. It is unclear whether the new charge was related to this allegation. Mr. Gooding is scheduled to appear in court again on Tuesday, that is next week. Now, part of Mr. Gooding's defense, according to court documents, is that he has no criminal convictions and that he rose from a starving artist in Bronx to a highly regarded and successful actor. Talking about the early life of Mr. Gooding, the first major success was in the 1991 film Boys in the Hood, and he won an Academy Award in the year 1997 for his supporting role in Jerry Maguire. In 2016, he played O.J. Simpson in the television series The People vs. O.J. Simpson, and that was an American crime stories. Just in case you've listened very well, you must have got some of the reasons as to why Gooding Jr., Cuba, could end up like Robert Sylvester Kelly. This is Black Social TV. Do click subscribe and the bell for notifications for the next updates. Don't you dare miss. I'm Dennis the Business. Thanks for watching.